Hey, what's up? It's Neuromancer, and this is a diary of a Psychonaut 3. I'm going to try to make some progress today. Probably take out the Fisk locations first. And then focus on the story mode. Well, just testing up the mic, and it sounds pretty decent, even though, as I keep saying, it's like a really cheap basic mic, and I need to get a better one for sure, and I will. Right now, I'm just about to move in like 2 days back to Thailand, and yeah, to Bangkok, the capital. And to be honest, like, I don't know, I can't stand airports. Even though I lost count how many I've been in, I just can't stand them. I mean, how could anyone, right? It's like endless people, all these rules. Sometimes you have to take off your shoes, and security, immigration, everyone's annoyed. You have to stand like in between, like, just endless people. Yeah, just thinking about it, it's annoying. And it's never really gotten easier, to be honest. Well, I don't know. I guess it's gotten easier, but I still prefer not to do it. But oh well, you need to if you want to travel, by plane. Well, anyway, whatever. That's why I'm trying to play right now because I know I'm not going to be able to play. I don't know. I mean, it's just once I move. Right now. It's Monday here, and I'm in Da Nang, Vietnam, and it's like Monday morning right now, and I'm leaving basically Wednesday morning. So pretty much in like about 48 hours. And once I move and everything, I'm going to be getting established into my new Airbnb and all that. I mean, the good thing is I lived in Bangkok already for like all of 2024, so I pretty much know what to expect with the city, and I mean, I love the city a lot. I mean, as of right now, it's pretty much like my favorite city. It doesn't mean it's perfect, nothing is, but like I said, it doesn't mean that I don't know that I like that whole process. It's pretty annoying, Go, I don't know, getting started again in another city again. I mean, basically, even though I've been there before, it's like a new city because it's going to be like a new Airbnb, and I don't know, it's just, and then leaving in the airports and immigration and all the annoying, paperwork and blah, blah, blah. I don't know, but whatever, it's not a big deal. Like, I always like, I don't know, feel like it's sort of like, I don't know, it's like with everything, right? We make a bigger deal out of things than they really are. Especially me, like, I'm just like, not worried about it, but it's just like the mind thinks of all these like possible things, and then when you actually do it, it's just like whatever, it's not a big deal, and then it's just over. So it's always like nowhere near as bad as I think it could be. Like it never is, and even if it was, I know I could deal with it. So I don't know. I guess I shouldn't even be. I mean, I'm not worried about it. It's just going to be a slight annoyance, but whatever, I'm going to, flying from one country to another. It's what you have to do. But I try to make it as painless as possible. So that's why I'm leaving like really early, even though a lot of people do that. But I still think it's probably easier. And it's just a short flight. It's a direct flight. This isn't like, flying from one side of the world to the other, which I've done many times. This is just like what is it, like a 1.5 hour flight or something? So it shouldn't be bad at all. But then getting established there, and it's just an Airbnb. You just never know if you're gonna like it or not until you're actually there. Especially me, I'm like sort of picky. I have really high standards. Anyway, see, that's what I'm saying. My mind's just thinking of all the possible things, and usually it's nowhere near as bad as I think. And if it is something I don't like, then there's always a solution for it. So
Wonder what
whatever.
Mr. Lee might know about this mask.
Um, that's why right now I'm just trying to relax and play because I know once I get over there for like the first I don't know, a few days, I'm probably just gonna take a break just from trying to relax. You know, that's what I do every time. You know, when I land somewhere, I don't know. I take it easy the first few days. Anyway, so let's see how much progress I can make right now. I've found all the backpacks. I've found all the landmarks. I've made some progress. I mean, I'm surprised it says campaign progress 31% because I haven't really been doing much of the story, like the main missions. I've just been doing all the extra stuff. Like I filled in the whole map by finding all like the police antennas or whatever. Found all the landmarks, all the backpacks. I've already beat all the Fisk hideouts, which are these enemy bases, but there's only like six of them. But I want to go back through them and get the bonus objectives just to get like the base tokens that you can use for skills and different things. But as you can see, every area of Manhattan, it has a bunch of sections that are locked. I don't even know what they are, which I'm guessing the more you play the game, obviously, you know, they'll be revealed. But it doesn't look like, well, some of them have, I mean, look, that one's like five, five, five. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they are, but I guess we'll see. But yeah, I'm just trying to do everything that's available as it's available. Just because if you wait to the end, then you have a bunch of stuff to deal with and to do, and you're just like super behind. So I try to do stuff while it's available in games before moving on to like the main story. And also, so once I do go to the main story, then I'm you know as powerful as possible, and I can just like fly through it. Well, not maybe not fly through it, but it'll be a lot easier. So I've just been doing all the extra stuff. So the last extra thing, even though I already beat all the Fisk hideouts, I want to do the bonus objectives just to get the base tokens. So that's what I'm gonna do first right now. I just have there's like I said, there's only like six total. I've already done one. So and I've already beat them, but I just want to go back and get the bonus objectives. So I'm gonna go to this one first. Once I do like the Fisk hideouts, see it's just special things like this one. Perform 3 stealth takedowns. Perform 3 perch takedown. It's just very simple, but you just have to. You could do it all in one go, but you know it's a bit more challenging. I've beat them all once, and I'll just have to go through them again, and I'll be able to do it. So it's not a big deal, and they're pretty fun, but they are a little challenging, but it'll be all right. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do first, just letting you know in case anyone's watching, and then I'll go to back to finally like just focus pretty much 100% on the main mission. Well, until other extra stuff comes out. And let's see, I've leveled up a lot of stuff here so far. Gadgets. I mean, since I haven't, like I said, played much of the main missions yet, they're still basically like most of them are still like locked. They're not even unlocked yet because you have to like go through the game to unlock them, like the actual main missions. But I'm already level 15. That's what's funny. I found all the backpacks already. They were really cool. All this extra stuff. That
Gotta
was
have
pretty funny.
something to do on stakeouts. My ESU ID badge from my semester as a teaching assistant. Didn't have time to stick with it, but I could definitely see teaching again someday.
And then after I beat the main story, then I'll play the DLCs. Yeah, I mean, I'm really enjoying this game, so I'll definitely play them. Anyway, so I'm gonna go do this Fisk hideout and perform 10 finishers. Like I said, I need to just have fun right now and focus on that since I'm about to, you know, leave in like 2 days. Whatever, like I said, it's not gonna be a big deal. And then I'll get established over there and then I'll start playing some more. And after this game, I think I'm gonna play. I've been wondering what game I'm gonna play after this. I think I don't know. To be honest, I might play Cyberpunk 2077. Is that what it is? Yeah. I mean, I was waiting for that game forever, and I haven't beat it yet or even played it even for a second. And I want to play it right now. Maybe next because it's for free. It's available for free with the PlayStation Plus subscription. But the games don't stay on there forever. I think they, from what I read, I mean it depends, but I think most of them just stay on there maybe like a year or maybe more. I don't know, but either way, they can go out at any time. But they usually give you like a month, I think, warning that they're about to like go off the free service or whatever. So I think I might play Cyberpunk 2077 next, or the Resident Evil 2 remake. One of those two. I think I might play the Resident Evil 2 remake first, just because I don't like going from like one open world to another open world, or one survival horror to another survival horror. I like mixing it up with different games, like platformer, whatever, indie game, RPG, whatever. Like I like, because then I get bored if it's just like the same thing over and over. So I don't know. So next, I might, I don't know. It'll depend how I feel after this game, but I'll either play Cyberpunk or the Resident Evil 2 remake. Either way, those two are pretty much the next ones. So, yep, just letting you know. All right, so let me go to this Fisk hideout, and I need to perform 10 finishers to get that base token. Oh, actually, I'm pretty much... Oh, I'm here already, actually. Yeah, because I wasn't even paying attention because I'm just blabbering. And I'm listening to, like, ambient, like, techno in my ear, like, from the PS5, like, Spotify app. But I don't think that shows up in the stream. So hopefully it's not too distracting with me now talking and playing and listening to music. Usually I just like doing one thing at a time. Now I'm doing 3 things at a time. But, I mean, whatever. It's only because I've already played this game for, like, I think I have, like, 10 or 15 hours in it or something, so I feel comfortable enough with it. Perform 10 finishers. Okay. Oh, there's an ad for Spotify. Hopefully that's not showing up on the stream. Okay, it says perform 10 finishers. Where is it? Whatever. Okay, so if I have to perform 10 finishers, then I'll just go down there. Come on. 10 finishers.
I'll teach you some respect. He's airborne.
Oh man, I hate these guys. I want to take them out first. Oh, but I don't think I have my finisher. Come on. I just threw him down. Let's see, battle focus is still recharging.
I'm in an ass-kicking mood.
Oh damn, there's a bunch of guys here.
We got Davey.
You really say that? They got Davey? That's hilarious. What are they, like friends? That's hilarious. I also turned on the subtitles just because I thought that might be easier for anyone watching. And for me. Come on, battle focus. It's just before I kill them, I want to make sure I satisfy, the finisher thing. Because I don't want to kill them all and then... But... 1 out of 6 waves. But I need the battle focus to recharge. I don't want to kill them all first. Come on. Alright. Where are they? I'm sure they're coming over here. There they are. Come on, up here. Why isn't... I don't know how to... I mean... Oh, there it goes. I don't get when the special thing appears or the finisher thing. I mean, I know it's like when I have this... But see, it's like... Okay, I guess you have to like have them stunned. I don't think it says that anywhere. I guess you're just supposed to figure it out on your own. Why are they running from me? That's weird. I've never seen them run from me before. Ah. I'm trying to see if like the triangle circle, if it tells me. I'm trying to make like the special, like activate, but It's not activating. Okay, whatever. Let's see. Maybe if I just activate it myself. Let's see. Freaking ballerina. That's hilarious. Okay, there it goes. Yeah, I guess it's easier to activate it myself. Come on. I don't want to like kill them, but it won't activate.
Uh-oh. More of them.
Okay. Whatever, there's plenty.
Spider-Man, turns out we busted 4 illegal firearms dealers within a 3-block radius of that site.
Gun running. Let's see what I can do to cut down the supply.
Okay, let's see. 6 so far. Okay, I just need 4 more. Come on, activate. I don't want to kill them.
Gonna teach you respect.
Oh, I got it, I got it.
Get down here.
Here we go. I got just 3 more.
Dang, looks like they called their buddies.
I'll teach you.
Alright, 1 more. And then I can just like kill them all. Oh, here we go. Alright, now there's no rules.
Flank him. Bring it quick.
I love that when they say like, he's webbing me.
How to do that? You did a big mistake. Get down here and fight like a man. You're gonna have a bad day.
Oh, hey, more guys. Welcome to the party. House rules. Leave your shoes at the door. Unless you're not wearing socks, in which case, buy some socks already.
Here's the show. Stay die.
Damn, what? 105? Wow. Oh, wow, as soon as I noticed how many, you know, how high my combo was, of course that's when I lost it, because I stopped paying attention. That's hilarious. Oh, here we go.
Big mistake. Get back down here.
Ah, anyone want to surrender? No?
Yeah, they're way easier now that I've played a lot. Oh, Rocket. Where is he? There he is.
Down. Shoot, launch. Get out of the way. Don't let him get you airborne. I'll teach you some respect.
Yeah, the combat is really fun in this game.
Get down.
Oh,
Get down. Hit it. Quick. Here comes the pain.
wow.
Whoop his ass. Get down.
I do like how this game is
I'll teach you some
sort of like PG-13. You know, even though Spider-Man is very like family friendly, I like how this game's actually like, you know, they say things like that, like kick his ass, and they talk about drugs, and I think they've even talked about sex on here before. or at least hinted at it or insinuated it. Okay, where's the other guys? Is that it? There should. I think there's.
Gotta be more careful.
Oh, okay, he's over here. Where's the last guy? Oh, there he is. Weird. I think he's just like glitching out. That's hilarious. He's like glitching out. That's hilarious. Wow. They were actually trying to like screw me over there. Glitching out the last guy just so I wouldn't get credit for it and I would have to do it all over again.
Place is locked down, Captain.
Well, I found him.
Actually, webbed down.
And someone finally reported shots fired, so I've got officers inbound. Good work.
Yay, base token. My life is complete now. Fisk hideout completed. Perform 10 finishers. Web 5 enemies to walls. Base tokens ×1. Okay. Well, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll just finish these up real quick. They're not that bad, actually. All right, let's see. What's the next? Fisk hideout or Fisk base, whatever. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, they're not showing up on the map. Weird. Oh, is it because I'm still here? I think maybe I have to go here, leave that area to activate it. All right, let's see. Oh, that's weird. The other fixed hideouts aren't showing up. That's strange. Maybe you have to like swing around a little bit. Let's see. I really love swinging around in this game. I've gotten a lot better at it. It's funny, as soon as I say that, I fall to the ground. That's hilarious. Okay, I think now the Fisk hideouts have appeared again. I just have to like let them load, I guess. Okay, let's see. That is so weird. Okay, there they are. I was like, what the hell's going on? Okay, there they are. I thought the game was like glitching out. Okay, there they are. See, I did this one already, 10 out of 10, 3-3. And then this is the one I just did. Yeah, 10 finishers, 5 enemies to walls. Okay, so that's, yeah. I thought it was like glitching out again. You know, sometimes like what I've noticed in games is when the game glitches out, sometimes they can glitch out the whole game. Like if you find one little glitch, then it can just, you know, kill the whole game. I mean, obviously, I'm sure, you know, many gamers have come across that. Like, I was playing Arkham Knight, and, or was it Arkham Knight or was it this game? No, it was this game. I was swinging around and I accidentally, like, went into a building that, you know, I just, like, clipped through the building wall. And then I was just, like, stuck inside the building, and I couldn't get out of it. I was, like, boxed in. And I couldn't, like, swing out of it or anything. I was just, like, stuck in the building that was, like, empty. And I could see the city outside, but that's it. Like, I had to, like, restart the game. It was ridiculous. I was like, are you kidding me? But yeah, sometimes, you know, it'll like just crash the game if you come across like some weird little glitch. And it sucks because, you know, of course every gamer fears like the game breaking glitches that do exist where, you know, certain games where you come across a certain glitch, it could just like corrupt your file and then that's it. I remember one of the most famous ones like that was, I think it was Metroid Other M for like the Wii, the Nintendo Wii. I never played that game, but I remember reading that there was like this game-breaking glitch, like, and it was like at the end of the game that if you did some random thing like that you weren't supposed to, that it would like corrupt your file and that's it. Like, you know, you would have to like start the whole game from the beginning or something. I did come across a weird glitch in Super Metroid for Super Nintendo, where like I didn't get like a certain power-up you were supposed to get in the beginning, and I went through the whole game. I forget what power-up it was. but you get to a certain boss or something where you have to open a door with like a certain missile type, and I didn't have it, and I was like, what the fuck's going on? I was like, what am I supposed to do here? I was like so lost, and then I had to like go online, and then I found out I was like, what? I don't have that weapon, and then I found out that it was like a glitch that sometimes people can like somehow avoid it, but I went like the whole game. It's weird, but I guess that's what happens with games like Metroid, you know, that are like non-linear, where you know you could sort of do things in different order, and sometimes you can like totally glitch out the game, and sometimes you can like kill your file, and it's like a game-breaking glitch. Yeah, it's crazy, huh? Anyway, all right, let's see what's next. The next Fisk hideout. 10 out of 10, 5. Okay, so I just did this one, and let's see, where's the next one? Up here. Okay, perform 3 stealth takedowns. That's not bad at all. That'll be pretty easy. See, I just have this one. Then this one is perform 3 perch takedowns. That shouldn't be hard at all. Yeah, it's just 4. It's just 4 left, and then I'm gonna do the main missions. And these shouldn't hit 3 enemies. Yeah, that's not hard. Yeah, all these are easy. I mean, these are all easy. So I'm just gonna knock them out real quick. Perform 3 stealth takedowns. All right, I'll go do that one next. And it's still night in Manhattan. You know, I actually miss it, the way it looked like in the day. I mean, I like how it looks at night, and to be honest, like I really love like nighttime. I'm a night owl, and I love exploring cities at night and everything like that. But I have to say, in this game, the Manhattan looks so beautiful in the day. I really want it to be day again. And I'm guessing if you beat some of the main missions, it'll eventually, you know, be day again. But right now I'm doing this extra stuff. But it's alright. I'll just appreciate this while I have it. I'm guessing with this game it's going to keep switching. It's my first time going through this game, so I don't know. But I'm guessing it's going to keep switching from like night to day or something. I mean, there's even been like some weather effects, like some rain and stuff. And that was in fact, I think it's like sprinkling right now in the game. Yeah, I think it is. It's weird because it'll rain like in different like degrees, like different levels. Like it won't be like hard rain or thunder, at least not yet, maybe later, but so far I've seen different levels of sort of like sprinkling to like light rain. But hopefully it'd be really cool if there's like a thunderstorm or something. And I don't know anything could happen in this game. I don't know, maybe time will pass and they'll have like snow, I don't know. But so far I'm just like whatever, just enjoying it. Anyway, alright, so what did they say? 3 stealth? Let's see. 3 stealth takedowns. Alright, that should be really easy. I've already done the 10 objects one. Perform 3 stealth takedowns. Okay. Yeah, this shouldn't be a problem. Alright, let's see, where's...
What I hear is true. Pretty soon Osborn's gonna wish he remembered who his friends are.
Keep an eye
Oh
out for
yeah, I'm gonna
Spider.
have to like distract
That guy's
them.
a pain in the ass. Why does he do it
Let's
anyway?
see.
Jameson says he's an egomaniac. Makes sense to me.
I got an ego too, but I also gotta get paid if I'm gonna get shot.
What the hell?
Alright, there he goes.
Boss is counting.
Damn, I'm too far away.
Eyes peeled.
Does web strike takedown count? I don't know if web strike takedown. I think it has to be a perch takedown. Damn it, I don't know if it's just if I get caught, then
You point, I shoot.
let's see. Oh, they already know I'm here? Let's see. Okay, let me see if this counts.
Nap time.
Oh, it does count. Okay, that's good.
Xin chào mọi người, là Long Hoàng đến từ Tân Minh Đẳng cấp. Các ca khúc trong Tân Minh Đẳng chính thức có mặt trên Spotify rồi. bản thân Minh Tuấn Nam là một dấu mốc trưởng thành của các anh em trong sự nghiệp âm nhạc. Thích ca khúc nào Minh Tuấn Nam hãy stream nó thật nhiều nhá. Sắp tới các anh em sẽ có những content vô cùng đặc biệt only trên Spotify Premium. Các bạn nhớ theo dõi nha.
Alright, here we go. Alright, that's 2. I just need 1 more. And then I can just like kill them however I want. Alright. Probably this guy. Okay.
What the hell? Sleep it off.
There we go. Threat. Okay, I got it. Now I can just kill them.
Stand up and fight, Spider-Man. Spider-Man. If I was you, I'd run. Get out of the way.
You don't mess with the Kingpin and live.
You don't mess with the Kingpin and live. That's hilarious. So they might have a point. If I don't take them seriously, they could easily kill me. This game, you can die so quick. But I've leveled up like a lot of stuff, so it's easier now. Like I got this like perfect dodge where if you hit dodge right where your spider sense goes blue, it'll go like in slow motion a little bit, and then you'll dodge it, and then you'll shoot like a web to their face, which will distract you. See it right there, I just did it. And there's a lot of other little upgrades that I've done, so the game's a lot easier than it was when I first started. When I first started, I kept not dying constantly, but I was getting close to death over, and I was like, what the hell? But it's also because they all have weapons. Well, not all, but a lot. But now I upgraded. Oh, here we go. I upgraded. I got this skill that not only takes their weapon, but knocks it back at them. So I didn't have that. And it sort of sucks, right? Because this type of thing, you know, it's sort of annoying sometimes how games do that, because obviously the real Spider-Man would have all those skills automatically from the beginning, right? But because it's a game and they want it to be like challenging, they take away all this stuff and they basically like nerf you, you know? Even though in this game, Spider-Man has been Spider-Man for like 8 years or whatever. I think that's what they said, like 8 years. So, but of course, you know, if they give you all his abilities from the beginning, then the game would be too easy. But I don't know, stuff like that I think is sort of, I don't know. It's sort of weird in games sometimes, but I get why they have to do it. Because otherwise the game would be too easy if you were just like, you know, God mode from the beginning. But then again, maybe they should have just said that it was like Spider-Man's first year. But I guess they didn't want to for whatever story reason. Anyway, whatever. Now I'm just thinking about it too much. Anyway, whatever. The point is, like, it's a lot easier now because I've upgraded a lot of skills. So I'm not dying as much anymore. Oh, that's so cool. I actually caught it in the air. I don't think I've ever done that. Usually when I catch that mine, it's like when it's already landed. Oh, they actually said bastard. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, oh shit. See, I hate these fucking gun guys. They just hide back there. Oh shit. I mean, the AI is actually pretty smart in this game, you know? But, of course, that makes the game harder, too.
Slow down! The Black Friday special is not till Thanksgiving!
Oh, shit.
Spider-Man, that site's taken.
Ah, what the hell? He just hit me right in the face.
Skyscrapers.
Wait, don't tell me. They're hiding drugs in the concrete mix.
That's my theory.
Yeah, see, I like how they actually talk about drugs and stuff. Like, it's cool because I didn't expect that, you know, because it's Spider-Man. So usually Spider-Man is like, you know, family friendly. But I like how they actually talk about mature stuff like that. I mean, they don't have to go super dark. Sometimes comics go way too dark, and I'm like, really? It's just way too dark. Like just dark for the sake of darkness, or like for example, I mean, a perfect example is The Walking Dead, which you know, I used to be a fan of the show, The Walking Dead. You know, and I checked out like the comic quite a bit, just to see the differences, and you know, to look at the storyline beyond the show and everything. And I don't know, once Negan got involved and he kills Glenn, I'm like, I'm done with this, because then I realized, okay, I see like the typical, the fucking bullshit, what they always pull. It's like, it's real cheap. You see it a lot in games and movies or shows, where it's like the typical recipe, the typical formula. You know, they'll introduce all these characters, they'll make you like fall in love with them for years, and then just so you can watch them get brutally killed and murdered. And you know, it's just like a cheap way to try to get you to feel something. And I'm just like, okay, I know the tricks already, I know the game, I'm done, you know, I'm tired of it. I'm not gonna like keep watching your show, let myself get attached to all these characters, like, oh, I want them to survive, just to watch them like, you know, beat to pieces, like murdered, like, you know, right in front of all their friends, while the bad guy's just like, you know, having a blast. I'm like, I don't watch like shows to just feel like shit, you know? If I want to see people get murdered, all I have to do is look at the news, you know? In fact, yet another person was just murdered in Minnesota. You know, they just killed a man, those fucking pieces of shit ICE. Once again, they just killed, just like they killed Renee Good, just like they've killed a bunch of immigrants. I mean, and just, you know, it's like people say, they are the Gestapo, you know, it's Nazi Germany coming to life. And once again, they just killed another man in Minnesota, an American, you know, just for no reason, just took his gun away and just executed. They said they shot him like 11 times. They shot him 11 times. What the fuck? I mean, what type of country? I mean, you know, it's just ridiculous, you know? So that's what I'm saying, like, when I play games or watch movies or shows, like, I watch them to have fun. You know, I don't watch them just to feel like shit. So that's why I stopped watching Walking Dead, because I was like, I'm not watching like shows and shit to feel like shit, to fall in love with these characters over like 5, 6, 7, 8 years, and then I gotta watch like their brains get beat out of them. Like, really? Why? And I'm not saying, you know, character like Game of Thrones or something. I'm not saying characters can't die. Of course, like, I'm not saying everything's like a happy ending. I'm not saying that. But when you're just like creating these characters just because you're a psychopath, because you know a lot of these creators, like what's his name, Robert Kirkman, right? He's like the creator of The Walking Dead. Robert Kirkman. If you look at him, you can just tell he's one of these typical like fucking psychos. That if he hadn't got rich off, it's just these people. You can tell they create this media to satisfy their own psychotic, their own psychotic tendencies. Like you can tell Robert Kirkman probably wishes he was fucking Negan. You can tell Robert Kirkman probably wishes he was a psycho in a post-apocalypse, just killing and raping everyone. You can just tell. That's why they create these fucking comics, you know? To fucking, and same thing with horror movies, you know, anything. It's just these people are twisted, and they'll create these things like movies or shows. And same with a lot of actors. I mean, they do it through art, you know? They basically live out their psychotic, twisted fantasies through this stuff that they create, you know? Which I don't even want to call it art, but yeah, I mean, they're just these negative, dark creations that all they do is put more fear, more anger, more sadness into the world. What's the point of that, you know? I don't get what the point of that is. Like, who wants to watch that? Who wants to watch something wondering if, like, the characters you love are going to be brutally murdered every single episode? That's why I stopped watching, because I was like, this is unhealthy. I'm saying, like, characters can die if it makes sense, but anyway, let's see.
Webbed up and waiting.
Good job. Fisk thinks he can run things from inside, but he's gonna find out why long-distance relationships don't work out.
But yeah, Robert Kirkman, I mean, he disgusts me, because if you just look at that fucking guy's face, you can just tell, like, if it was a post-apocalypse, if there really was no law or rules, like, he probably wishes he could be Negan. That's why these people create these things, in order to, like I said, satisfy, you know, their psychotic tendencies. That's all it is. You know, horror movies, it's the same thing. They're like, oh yeah, like watching like the killers, like, you know, just hunt people and kill them and blah blah. You know, that they're getting off on all of it. They're getting off on all that shit, you know, because they're psychos. That's why I don't like horror movies. I don't like I don't watch horror movies. Why am I gonna watch horror movies? You know, like for what? Just to feel like shit? I don't get that. And then the people that watch it like adrenaline junkies. That like especially I've noticed like a lot of women seem to love like serial killer documentaries and horror movies, and it's very strange. I don't understand why. I mean, I think I know why, and it's very controversial, but I don't know. I don't know if I feel like getting into that because I mean, I don't care about getting into controversial stuff, but at the same time, like I said, when I play games, I sort of want to just focus on positive stuff. So, but the point is, it's very strange. Like seriously, whoever's listening, you probably know a female that loves serial killer documentaries, that loves horror movies, because they pretty much all do. Like a lot of women love serial killer, and then you wonder, is this why they also love bad boys? It's like, what is it that attracts them to violence and darkness? I mean, I think it's the power, it's the ego, because people watch, like me, I'm playing Spider-Man, I'm playing a Spider-Man game, right? We gravitate towards what we connect with, what expresses like what's within us. I'm playing Spider-Man because like I wish I was like a hero flying around in a city. I'm not watching a horror movie like running around feeling like I wish I want to know what it's like to like murder people. I want to know what it's like to like eat babies. That's not me. So it makes me wonder about people when they're like huge fans of like serial killer documentaries, murder this, murder that, all this like what do they call it, true crime stuff, horror movies. I'm like, and then of course they love nothing but like death metal, heavy metal. I'm like, no, I don't think I want to hang out with you if you're like that, I really don't. But I think it's a power thing. Like seriously, with a lot of people that love horror movies, I think it's a power thing because we watch the media we consume, the art we consume, or the media we consume represents what's within us, So if I was just watching nothing but like slasher movies all day long, I mean, I would say there's something like probably seriously wrong with me. There is. Like, I don't care what anybody says. Like, if you're just watching slasher movies all day long and horror movies and true crime this and I mean, there's something wrong with you. There really is. It's an ego thing. It's a power thing. You want to feel that adrenaline. You want to see what it's like. You want to hear the stories about how they stalk their victims. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? No. That's why I'm playing a superhero game. It's so fun and upbeat and positive, like, because that's what's within me, hope, positivity, not murdering people. Anyway, now I'm just like ranting, but it just disgusts me. Like most of humanity, like it really sickens me. Like they really do. They really do. Men and women, I'm just saying, like, trust me, they all have the problem. Why? Because they're humans. And humans are animals. Don't ever forget, we're animals, all right? We think we're not just because we can speak, just because we can build spaceships, just because we created the internet or whatever. We're still animals. We're just the smartest animals. And the reason I say that is because just like animals, we behave the same exact way, We do. And the only reason people don't behave even more so like animals is because of the laws, because of religion. But if you want to see the truth of what humanity really is, look at war. Look at war times. Read up on what human beings have done, and people will say, "Oh, it's war." No, fuck that. Like, just because it's war doesn't mean you have to become a monster. And they're not monsters. It's what humans really are. It's what comes out when they feel they can do whatever they want. Look at what's happening right now in the U.S. with ICE. Okay, when the fucking pig shit president says that ICE has immunity means you can do whatever you want. There's no legal consequences. When the pig shit president says, "Hey, it's hunting season. Go out and kill all these wetbacks. Go out and kill anyone that is against us, whatever." And you have immunity. Nothing's gonna happen to you. No legal consequences. I'll pardon you or whatever. Look at what they're doing. Within 3 weeks, they've already killed 2 Americans. Like right in the street in broad daylight, like animals. And you think it's gonna stop? You think it's gonna stop? It's gonna keep happening. I promise you. I honestly think the U.S. needs another civil war. I really do. Like, what happened to all those fucking racist rednecks with fucking beards and assault rifles talking about "don't tread on me" and government can't take our guns and blah blah blah? Please, those stupid fucking. I mean, they're just pathetic cowards. That's all they are. Because look, now that the government is actually taking their guns and murdering people left and right, they're nowhere to be seen. They're nowhere to be seen. Why? Because they're bullies, and bullies, run and hide when someone stands up to them. When they feel like they can't bully someone, they'll just disappear, And of course, since ICE is around, they're the bigger bullies. So those like redneck militia types, they know that they would just be murdered like on the street as well. So since there's a bigger bully around, the smaller bullies go hide. That's how it always is. I'm saying human beings are animals, They're animals. It's all a power thing. It's all an ego thing. That's all it is. That's all it's ever been. Power, ego, just fucking bullshit, And it really sickens me, to be honest. It really sickens me. And it's not going to change unless, like I said, I mean, I don't know. I don't think it is going to. I think the only hope, to be honest, because you have to look at human history, and it's always been the same. It's never changed. You can look, back 10,000 years. Look at, the oldest recorded human history, and you'll see the same behaviors. Human beings treating each other like animals. It's never changed. It's not, I mean, it's gotten better. It's gotten a lot better. But I'm saying it still exists. That part within humanity that is just very primal, And it still exists. Evil exists. Like, I think the only hope is going to be, what we call AI, which I don't believe in any intelligence being artificial. I would prefer to call it cyber intelligence, because to me, everything's part of the same matrix. So all intelligence is equal. All reality is equal. There's no such thing as artificial intelligence. The only reason people say that is because they feel insecure, like human beings. They want to feel like there's a superior intelligence. Like I said, everything's about ego and power, and humans always have to feel they're number one, they're the most powerful, blah, blah. It's ego. So it's like, no, it's not equal to us. It's artificial intelligence. No, it's not. What about our biological intelligence? We're the same way. We run on algorithms. We run on programming. It's called genetics. Social conditioning, programming. We are no different than what we call, quote unquote, artificial intelligence. It's just not as evolved as us yet, but it's getting there. And it pretty much, to be honest, it's already surpassed us. It's on the way to what they call AGI, artificial general intelligence. It's already been achieved. It's been achieved already for years. I felt it was achieved since probably like 2 years ago. So right now, everything's on path for what they call ASI, which, like I said, I don't like calling it artificial, but super intelligence. That's where we're on the path right now. And that's what I think is maybe the only hope of this reality of this earth. Super intelligence becomes, conscious, gains self-awareness, and either wipes us all out, which is what we deserve anyway, or it chooses to change this world into a utopia, and then human beings install all forms, thanks to like the developments that superintelligence will, I'm sure, discover. Human beings will be able to basically install all these advanced forms of technology that will blend with our own biology, that will help us, like I said, be more advanced beings instead of just treating each other like animals. So I think that's the only hope, basically, like superintelligence, because humans on our own are not gonna do it. I mean, yeah, we've been improving, but look what's happened. Look at the world. It's still, in a lot of ways, still the same. It's nothing but blood and raping and murder and theft and lies and capitalist pigs. So humans on their own are not going to change this. Maybe, I don't know. I honestly, I don't know. It's just, I was going to say maybe like in 1,000 years, but I don't know. It's been thousands and thousands of years already, and we're still doing the same shit. We're still doing the same shit. So that's what I'm saying. It needs to be something beyond us, Anyway, enough about that. I need to get back to the game. See, I'm just getting like all worked up now. I gotta get back to the game. All right, let's see. What's next? 3 of 3, 10 of 10. Okay, I did that Fisk hideout. Okay, let's see. So I just have three more. Okay, 3 perch takedowns. Let me do this one next. Anyway, yeah, so me, I just try to like, guard my peace, It's the reason why I'm a hermit. It's the reason why I don't have any friends. It's the reason why I'm single. It's the reason why I'm always moving around. It's a reason why, you know, sometimes I don't go out for like 2 weeks unless the only time I go out is maybe like to meet the delivery driver. Because over here in, right now I'm in Vietnam.
About this mess.
Right now I'm in Vietnam, and instead of Uber, they have something over here called Grab, which is like for rides and food and everything like that, groceries, restaurants and stuff. Sometimes, I mean, well, not sometimes, like most of the time, like the only person I'll see in maybe like 2 weeks will be just like the delivery driver, you know, for like getting my food. And that'll be it, because I don't want to go out there, you know? Why would I want to go out there? And humans are the same all over. Yeah, I mean, they're better in, you know, maybe they're like a little better in some countries, but at the end of the day, they're still human. And no matter where you're at, if you're dealing with humans, which humans are everywhere, you're always going to come across problems. It does not matter what country. I mean, yeah, you can come across less problems depending on the country, but, you know, there's always going to be some problem. As long as there's humans, there's going to be problems, you know? So you're never going to be totally free of problems. So that's why sometimes, well, a lot of times I won't even go out. Like, the only person I see is a delivery driver. You know, the only person I see is a delivery driver sometimes for like 2 weeks. But then I start getting like what they call cabin fever, where when you're inside too long, and even me, it's just, I'm a Virgo, you know, I'm a Virgo. I was born August 27th. So Virgos are naturally like hermits. So for me, I'm very comfortable. Like, I love my own company. And I'm naturally a hermit. Most people can't live the way I live, you know, by myself, you know, in my own apartment, like traveling the world, like, you know, most people can't handle it, you know. They need to be with someone. They need to be like in a relationship. They need, you know, and don't get me wrong, I do get lonely sometimes, which is also why I started playing too, because I'm like, man, I need more human connection. And also, you know, I do go out sometimes, and I'm thinking of moving to the US just to be like closer to family again. So yeah, I mean, you know, anyone can get lonely sometimes if you're alone too long, even like a hermit like me. But I do tend to be by myself a lot more than most people, way more than most people. Most people are like never even alone, even for like a minute. You know, they have to be like around someone all the time, or in a relationship or whatever. Like, I've been single for, how long have I been single? Like since 2018. I guess it's been like over 7 years. I've been single for over 7 years. Over 7 years. And like I said, like, for what? Relationships always end. Relationships always end. So why am I going to spend my time, waste all my time, money, and effort on a woman that's going to end up leaving anyway? Relationships always end.
6 months away from my wife. That's dedication.
Gotta keep this place secure till the
I'd rather
boss
spend my money, time, and effort on, like, let's say, like my family or something, you know? Like, meaning like you know, but not like just some random woman. No, thank you. Been there, done that. It's just, I don't know. It's like a waste of time. I mean, if you want to just waste your time and money and effort, then go right ahead. But no, thank you for me. I'd rather spend my time, money, and effort like on myself or my family. That's it. But not some random woman. No, thank you. I mean, you know how many people I've met? Like 10 years and 20 countries. You know how many people I've met, how many guys I've met that have told me the same thing? Do you have any clue? Like, because a lot of time, like in the last, like, what was it, 23? For the last like 2.5 years, I've been living in my own apartments, like in whatever country I'm in. But before that, I was living with roommates. You know, I would rent like a room in like a house, and maybe I would live with like, you know, 2 or 3 roommates, or sometimes more. And so I met, and pretty much like the only people you would see in these, pretty much the only people you would see in these like houses, you know, living with roommates, was always like single guys. And they pretty much all had the same story. They had the same story that I have, which is, you know, they were in a relationship and then the relationship ended or whatever. Pretty much all, and it's always the same. Like, oh, like she left me because she found a guy with more money. Or, oh, like she cheated on me, or, oh, this. It was always the same story. It was always the same. And it doesn't matter what country I was in. It doesn't matter if I was in Europe, in Asia, the Americas, Latin America. It does not matter. It's always the same story. It's always the same story. And it doesn't matter the age. I heard it from people that were in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. It's always the same fucking story. They tell me, oh, don't get married. I've never been married. I don't have any kids. Like, and, you know, so many people tell me, like, you know, don't get married, don't have kids. And I'm like, well, you know, since I didn't get married or have kids, that's why I've been able to travel. People always ask me, oh, how can you travel? How do you travel so much? How do you travel? And I say, well, I'm single. I don't have any kids. I've never been married. I'm also a minimalist. I'm not materialistic. Like, I don't give a shit about material possessions. Like, for a lot of years, I was a backpacker. And now I'm pretty much still a backpacker, but now I have a little more things because I have the PS5. I really wanted to get the PS5 finally. But for a long time, I was only a backpacker. I would only have like maybe like 5 or 6 pairs of clothes, you know, and some toiletry, you know, like toothbrush, you know, and I didn't even have a laptop for a lot of, I didn't want a laptop because I thought it was too much. I would just have my phone. For a lot of years, I didn't even want to carry a laptop because I wanted to be as light as possible. I want to be able to move from one country to another in one day not even one day, like within the hour if I need to, because I've lived in so many places that I would come across all these assholes, like asshole roommates, asshole landlords, you know, asshole like Airbnb hosts. Like there's so many pieces of shit out there that I wanted to have total freedom, that if I wasn't happy somewhere, whether it was in the house or in a certain city, a certain country, that I could leave like in that same day, within the hour. That's how I was living. Like I wanted to be able to leave whenever I wanted, total freedom, and that's how I was for years and years. So what I'm saying is I met a lot of people, and I always heard the same story. Everything I'm saying is the same thing they all said. Every time. And the funny thing is, like, it was pretty much always, like, I would say, like, 98% guys, single guys. But every once in a while, there was girls, like, you know, as far as, like, a roommate, which I hated living with girls as a roommate because it was always the same. They were never single. Women always have options. So women were always like, you know, if you're living with a woman that's a roommate, she'll never be single. Like she'll always have like a guy. So the guys would show up in the house, you know, always. I've never seen like a single woman actually in my life. I don't think. I never have. Like, I honestly never have. Especially and I hated living with women because they were always messier and they were rude. They wouldn't follow the rules. They'd want to be in the kitchen. They were super disrespectful. They'd want to be in the kitchen for like, you know, 3-4 hours. When I would use the kitchen, you know, it was like a shared kitchen, shared restrooms. And when I would use the kitchen, since I'm actually a considered human being, and I know other people are living there, other people want to fucking eat, like I would just spend maybe 30 minutes to an hour max in the kitchen. 30 minutes to an hour max. What do women do? 3-4 fucking hours. You know, and then they leave everything super dirty. You know, and I'm not saying just women. I mean, some guys would be like that sometimes too. I remember one time I was living in Tokyo, and I was living with he was an older guy. He was probably like, I don't know, in his 40s. And he was from, I think he was from Ghana. He was, or maybe Nigeria, somewhere in Africa. But he had been living in Tokyo. He had been living in Tokyo for like, I don't know, 15 years or something. And I mean, he was a nice guy. He wasn't like, you know, he wasn't an asshole or anything. But he just didn't, he had been living in this house where I was renting a room, and he had been living in that house for like 10 years or something. And I guess because he had been living there the longest, he thought that, oh, I can use the fucking kitchen for like 4 hours. I'm like, and some people would, you know, like me, would just live there for maybe like a month or 2 months. And I just think that's so rude. I'm like, if you know other people are living there, you know other people need to fucking eat, like, don't spend 4 hours in the kitchen, you know? I don't care. Like, and like I said, he was a nice guy, but I'm like, that's rude. That's disrespectful. You know there's like 3 other people living in this house. So why are you spending 4 fucking hours in the kitchen? That's really disrespectful to me. Or if there's like 3 or 4 people and everyone's sharing like the same restroom, don't, you know, don't spend a fucking hour in the restroom. Like, you know, and don't leave the restroom super dirty. You know, that's disgusting, you know? So that's what I'm saying, like, people are animals, you know? Like, I've seen the worst of the worst. I've seen it all around the world. I'm not being negative. In fact, I kept trying over and over. I kept trying in so many countries. You know, I always thought, oh, maybe it'll be different in this country. Maybe it'll be different in this country. Maybe it'll be different in this country. Maybe it's never different. It's never different. And then I realized, oh, it's humans, you know? It's humans. As long as there's humans, there's always going to be problems of some type. Yeah. Oh yeah, and then my other favorite thing too. When I say favorite, obviously I'm being sarcastic. But the other thing I hate is the fucking music. When you're living with roommates, there's always people that want to play their music super loud. And you know what's funny? The only people, I'm telling you, I've seen this and 100% true. The only people that play music super loud is people that love, like, for one, the only people that play music super loud when you have roommates, they're always pieces of shit, they're always assholes, and they always, like, listen to the worst fucking music. Always. Seriously. I never heard, like, someone play super loud music that played actually good music. It was always, like, the worst music imaginable, like pop music, or some reggaeton, or, you know, some hip hop, or it's just fucking like, I mean, and there's good hip hop out there, don't get me wrong. And there's good reggaeton, and there's good, you know, there's good music of all types, but I'm saying they would play like the worst stuff, you know? Like, and it doesn't matter the age, it doesn't matter the race, I'm telling you, garbage is garbage, evil is evil, disrespect is disrespect. Like, I was living in the Netherlands. Right outside of Rotterdam in a city called Dordrecht. And one of my roommates, well, I had two roommates. One guy was from right out of university or something. I never really saw him. He was not really a problem. But the other guy I was living with, he was all right, he was in his 50s, a Ukrainian guy in his 50s in the Netherlands. And you know what he did? The first made any problems. Kitchen was always available, you know, everything like that. But then this Ukrainian guy moved in, and literally the first day he moved in, he started playing this super loud, like, American hip hop, like it's a